Lordship, you say? Where the heck is that? I'm going to give you all the details on why it's a great place to live. Hi, I'm Stacy Olson with the Valentini team at William Ravis Real Estate, and on my channel, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about living on the Connecticut coast. So Lordship is a quaint section located in Stratford, Connecticut, and it's actually a peninsula, and there's only 2 roads that lead into Lordship, and I'll get back to that 2 roads reference a little later. But realistically, there's only 2 ways to get in and out of Lordship, and it's on Route 113. So it kind of creates its own little separate life there because it is kind of secluded from the rest of Stratford. As you drive around Lordship, you're going to notice quaint beach homes all along the area. They definitely have that New England vibe. Nothing's too huge or out of place here, and they're really well kept, and they all have character and charm. And the properties are well maintained. There's flowers everywhere, little picket fences. I mean, it truly is a beautiful beachside community. And as I said, nothing is like some big monstrosity. They're all usually smaller colonials or Cape Cod style homes. And they do usually have a small piece of land. And it's just so well maintained there. And as you drive around, you're really going to get a feel for what Lordship is all about. The median home price in June of 2022 was just about $465,000. The first thing I want to talk about is the Lordship seawall. Really, this is an iconic spot in Lordship. This is great to just park and walk and enjoy the views of Long Island Sound. You'll be sure to see people enjoying the day, jogging, walking, maybe walking with their dogs, bird watching. I mean, truly, it's really breathtaking here, and it really is the heart and soul of Lordship. So right near the seawall is what is known as Russian Beach or Lordship Beach. This is located between Long Beach and Short Beach. And this one is where you can park your car. Everybody has access to it. You don't have to be a Stratford resident to use Russian Beach. This has, like, right along the seawall, there's plenty of parking, and you can go down there and enjoy your day whenever you want. You don't have to be a resident. Swimming is also allowed here, though there are no lifeguards on duty, so you should be aware of that if you plan on spending the day. So another beach is Long Beach, and that is also located in Lordship. It's actually 1.5 miles long, which is pretty big. But no, only the eastern part of it is open to the public. And there is parking and there are lifeguards on duty. But also be warned that you must be a Stratford resident to park there for free. Otherwise, it's $20 for weekdays and $40 for weekends. And another thing to note is that the western section of the beach is actually off limits. That is a wildlife preserve. So though you can't go lay on the beach there, you can bring your binoculars and check out all of the shoreline birds that make that their habitat. And one little thing I have to mention that I thought was so cute. As I was going down there to do this video, I noticed they have turtle crossing signs all over the place. So I had to take a picture because I just think that's adorable. And obviously they take this very seriously. So always watch out for turtles. And also worth noting is that between April and November, no dogs are allowed on the town beaches at all. So you can bring your furry friend, but you are not walking them on the beach. But you can walk them at the seawall because that is a paved walking path. One other unique thing about Lordship is that they have their own lighthouse. It's called the Stratford Point Lighthouse, and it's historic. It's from 1822. So it is a private residence, and it was operated and owned by the Coast Guard. So they rarely open it to the public, but maybe once a year. But you can see the lighthouse, drive up, and stand outside and take photographs of it. It does need to be refurbished, and the town of Stratford, along with the Coast Guard, are in the process of doing that. Stratford Point is actually 27 acres in size and surrounded on 3 sides by the Long Island Sound. So it's really a great spot to go check out if you have time. And if you're a bird watcher, they say that the viewing for many shoreline birds is exceptional here. So there's two great places to eat down in Lordship. First, I'm going to talk about Little Pub. It's right there, right on the water, and it has amazing views. They have great food, fantastic drinks, and indoor and outdoor seating. And I'd be remiss to not mention that they have an amazing brunch there. So you definitely need to head down there to check it out. The food is always great. Another great option down there is Riley's by the seawall. Again, right across from the water. So it has amazing views. And they also have indoor and outdoor seating. And they have all sorts of things on their menu, from seafood to salads, appetizers, burgers, all your pub favorites. And again, what can possibly beat that view? But just a side note, many people complain that there's no parking down there. And to be honest, yes, there is limited parking. But I have never had an issue when I have gone down there to either of these restaurants or to walk along the seawall. It is 2-hour parking, which is fine, but it's not just for Stratford residents, which makes it really nice because I don't live in Stratford, but I like to go down there. So the fact that I don't have to pay to park is always nice. But, sometimes you might have to just drive around to find a spot, but it's not that bad. And it's definitely worth your time to head down there and check everything out. And if you're looking for a place to stay in Lordship, there's the Surfside Hotel. It's like an eclectic Connecticut beachside hotel, and it's direct waterfront. And it's actually located on the upper floors above Little Pub. But it's really cute. I mean, I saw the pictures online. I have never stayed there, but it looked so nice. Very beachy, very light colors, and you look at your windows and you can see the sound. And they have their own little section of beach there too. So if you're looking for a cute place to stay, I definitely recommend it. And another thing I'd like to mention is the Lordship Corner Market. I mean, gone are the days where you have little shops in every neighborhood, right? But this one has survived, and it's so nice inside. When I stopped in, there were all these people sitting outside at the tables enjoying their day, and you can get, coffee, breakfast sandwiches there. They have prepared meals, they have regular sandwiches, they have ice cream. I mean, it really has everything you could possibly want if you just need to run out and get something. But it has that nice neighborhood feel, and I just thought it was super cute when I stopped in. So earlier in the video, I mentioned that Lordship is only accessible by 2 roads. And maybe some of you knew what I was going to talk about later. But there is a huge brewery in Stratford called 2 Roads. And though it's not located in Lordship, it pays homage to Lordship by the name. This brewery is gotten so popular. They had originally just renovated one factory that was down there, and it was a really cool brewery. You go with your friends, it's on the 2nd floor, but it's like you could see all the inner workings of the brewery, and it's just like a great place. They have like a shop up there where you can buy t-shirts and beer. And then a few years ago, they took over this other area adjacent to the factory, and it's called Area 2. And that is just like their experimental brewery where they have, sours and things like that. But it has just grown and grown. Now they have like a beer garden they call the Hop Yard outside. And every time you go, it's just a great time. They have food trucks there Thursdays through Sundays. They always are hosting events there. They have live music. You need to check it out if you're in the area, even though it's not technically in Lordship. The other cool thing about Area 2 is they have a rooftop deck and like a patio area, so you can sit up there and enjoy the view. But do note that no children are allowed at the brewery. You have to be 21 and over. Occasionally they have events that allow children, but you need to really just check it out, make sure the event does, because generally they do not allow kids here. So you might want to pre-plan that before you head on over. Lordship definitely has its own unique vibe. And because it's a little bit more secluded from the rest of Stratford, it has its own character as well. But if you're not sure about Lordship, but you want to check out some other beachy areas, why don't you check out Devon in Milford? It's the next town over, and it has some great things to offer as well.